Hello, and thanks for taking the time to attend Conquer Local Connect. My name is Brendan King, and I'm the CEO of Vendasta. And like many of you and your clients, I've always been a small business owner. Even though my degree's in physics, my business career began with a clothing store and was followed by a small chain of computer stores. In 1999, I got into software, and the reason was e-commerce. And today, I'm thrilled to be talking to you about the state of e-commerce and the impact it can have on the success of local businesses. Historically speaking, the rise of e-commerce has been rather slow and steady for well over the past decade. However, in 2020, COVID triggered a step function increase in demand as consumers and businesses were literally forced online. I'm sure the majority of people in the audience can attest to this. We've all made shifts in our buying habits to accommodate restrictions, lockdowns, and store closures, and I'm sure many of you by now have your credit card and CCV number memorized. As more people receive vaccinations and the pandemic draws to a close, some are making the assumption that in-store purchasing habits will return and that demand for e-commerce solutions will drop off and normalize. However, the truth is, many consumers have become comfortable buying online. For some, it might be that new sense of trust and security. For others, it's simply the convenience. Whatever the reason, online commerce is where the dollars are transacting, bookings and reservations are being made, and items are being purchased. Businesses who delay digital transformation in e-commerce and ignore it altogether are really setting themselves up for a very difficult future. As expected, when compared to overall retail growth, e-commerce sales growth has made significant gains in 2020. The US just witnessed a 44% increase in e-commerce sales. That's a lot of people, a lot of transactions, and a lot of dollars. This revenue doesn't have to be restricted to the big box players. With the right digital tools and professional expertise, local businesses can capture their share of the pie, augment their traditional revenue streams, and provide a superior customer experience. And many businesses are already adopting the technology and taking advantage of the opportunities. In fact, e-commerce penetration rates grew more in 2020 than in the previous 10 years combined, and this all in a matter of a few months. And as the pandemic draws to a close, 43% of US consumers have already determined they're not going to return to their previous, in-store shopping habits. They say they're going to continue to shop online for items that they once shopped for in person. Perhaps the most compelling reasons not to underestimate the impact of e-commerce is one based on human psychology and past historical trends. It's called Amara's Law, and it states that we tend to overestimate the effect of technology in the short run and underestimate the effect in the long run. It has to do with how people think about the future and the belief that the impact of technology increases at a consistent linear rate over time. The reality is the most technology-driven productivity starts really slow. It's often overestimated in the early years. Many technologies are currently in that phase. Everything from AI to nanotechnology to quantum computing. They're in very early development and their impact is being overestimated in this very near short term. However, over time, as that technology evolves, people tend to underestimate the impact that it will have in the long run and how important it will be, particularly in the long term. And that's what happened with e-commerce. We're in the midst of this revolutionary breakthrough. We're shifting into a position where we're really going to underestimate that impact and the importance of the e-commerce in the long run. For both Vendasta and our network of channel partners, it's really imperative that we don't allow ourselves to fall into this trap, or we'll risk losing out on that opportunity to provide that significant value to our customer base. And keep in mind, consumers are already there. Now, more than ever, we must think customer first. We need to challenge ourselves to build a strategy around consumer habits, and this means helping your small businesses thrive in a digital-first world. A successful e-commerce strategy is one that requires a full suite of foundational solutions. Because to be a successful e-commerce company, it's really hard for a business that can't be found online, has a poor reputation or tons of negative reviews, or is not executing an effective social media strategy. In the world of e-commerce, your competitors are only one click away, just one mouse. You can't just sell a website without e-commerce anymore. And your advertising has to consider the online purchasing experience as a vital component of that conversion. Many experts face challenges expanding their service offering to include e-commerce. At first glance, it can appear like a sea of complexity. But the truth is, it's never been easier to help your customers to start selling online, and the time to value has never been shorter. But if you think you face difficulties in providing e-commerce solutions, just imagine how a small or medium-sized business owner feels. Many people in attendance today have a long history of building websites, building social media campaigns, placing ads. The jump into e-commerce for companies like yours is much simpler than you might think, and the opportunity is massive. This is because, for small businesses, the task of moving to e-commerce on their own is overwhelming. In fact, some of them think it's impossible. And 77% of SMBs who try to implement e-commerce solutions themselves fail. And let me say that again. 77% of SMBs who try to implement an e-commerce solution themselves fail. Most of these ultimately seek help from an expert like you to complete the process, and this is where the opportunity lies. So we've already heard from Jeff Koser today and how e-commerce has transformed the way his entire team does their job. And I'd really like to thank Jeff for being part of this event. It's stories, amazing stories, that make it exciting to be a part of this solution. And if you're not already providing e-commerce, consider this. The hardest part is really taking that first step, just getting started. And in fact, that's what I want to show you today live. I want to show you how quickly and easily you can implement e-commerce and start helping your businesses. And with that, it's demo time. Let me show you how easy it is for you to help a business take advantage of e-commerce with Vendasta. So the very first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go in and create a business. So I'm going to go into to accounts in Partner Center. And the first thing that I'm going to do is create a business. So I'm going to use 5-Star Clothing in LA. So I'm going to 5-Star Clothing. And there it is on Maple Avenue. And I'm going to choose this. And I'm going to say, is that the one we want? Yep, that's the business. I'm going to continue on and make the 5-Star account. So the first thing is, you guys are all aware, it's going to find all the information about 5-Star. It's going to be great. I'm going to just leave it like it is. Also, it's going to include one of our local online business toolkits. This has all the foundational products your customer is going to need, including a website express, all for free. And in fact, we can do e-commerce with a freemium website, and I'm going to show you how that works. So now I'm going to create the account. So now that the account's created, we're just going to roll down to the to the products, and we'll see that we've got all the products that we activated when we created the account. And I'm just going to launch the website express because I'm going to make an e-commerce website, add a product, and buy something. So let's do that. Let's see how fast and easy we can make that happen. So we launch the account, and the very first thing is it's going to ask us a bunch of information: the site name, the business tagline. These are the temporary site names, and we can say LA 21. And so this is going to give us a free domain on websitepro.hosting. And of course, if they want to upgrade and get a real domain with you, they can do that. So now I click next, and the next thing I'm presented with is a number of templates. So we've given a bunch of templates that are here that Vendasta provides, but you as an expert can also build out your own templates on your own that you can select over and over and over again. I'm just going to use the retail template that comes with it because we're just doing a quick demo. And I'm going to say, yes, use that template. And now it's going to create the account. So it's going to build out all the entire file system and the backups and everything that WordPress needs. You no longer have to worry about any of that. Completely hosted on Google Cloud. So now that site's created, I'm going to go to one. It takes a few minutes. I'm just going to go to one that I've created a little bit later. This is what you'll be presented with after the site's created. This is the landing page or the control center in the business app for 5-Star Clothing that your customers can see and that you can work from. So on this dashboard, the very first thing we're going to do is just go straight into the WordPress dashboard because I'm going to enable payments on the site, and then I'm going to add a product, and then I'm going to buy it. So to enable payments, we're going to go to WooCommerce. We're going to go to settings. I've only done this a couple of times myself, so bear with me. Then we're going to go into payments. There's a lot of information that you can fill out about the account. There's lots of different ways to take payments. We're going to help your customer take them through PayPal. I've got a PayPal account, so I'm going to use this. We're going to set this up. Now, I've set up PayPal before, so I've already gotten some of my information in here, my live API username, my live API password, and my live API signature. I'm going to switch over to my PayPal account. Now, I've blurred out my actual API username and password and the fingerprint, but it's as easy as copying these things and pasting them. And so you log into a PayPal business account. That's really important. You go into settings, you go to manage your APIs, and there they are. Your username, your password, and your fingerprint. You copy those across and you put them into the username, the password, and they call it a signature here, but signature and fingerprint are pretty much the same. You hit save changes, and basically you're done. You are now have payments set up and can accept them from your site. So the next thing you want to do is go to products and add a product. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to add a new product. Now, for those of you that know me, this is a clothing store, and I love Robert Graham shirts. So I'm going to put in Robert Graham. I have to go to the US to buy these shirt. And so if anyone wants to send me one, I'm good with that. And then we can go, just kidding. Not kidding. This is a great shirt. And now there's many things that I can do. So, I can set the price. So I'm going to say, well, the price is $5 because I'm actually going to buy this. And I can say it's on sale for $2.50. I can, if I was connecting inventory, I can have SKUs, I can manage stock. You can basically do anything you need. There's shipping, you got the weight and the class of shipping, and there's many things that you can do. You can add media and videos if you like. I'm just going to go down here and I'm going to set a product image. And there's a media library, or you can upload files from your computer or just drag and drop them. I'm going to use the media gallery. I've already added a couple of things. It's super easy to add. Just going to add the shirt here. You can see there's alt text and caption to descriptions if you're into SEO, which you all should be. I'm going to set that there. I think probably I also want to add some images to the gallery. So I'm going to say, let's add some product gallery images. Let's add this one and this one, and hit the shift key and add this one and add those to the gallery. And now all I need to do is publish this, which I will do. And once that's published, it'll be published to my inventory on my site. Now, because I picked a template that's a retail template, I expect that to be there. So let's go look at the site. So let's visit the site. And let's have a look and see if we want to go shopping. So I'm going to click on the shopping. Sure enough, there's a Robert Graham shirt on sale for $2.50. Well, I think I like that. I'm going to add that to my cart. Or click into it rather, sorry. I can look at the descriptions and the reviews, and I'm like, man, I want that. I'm going to add that to my cart. I'm going to go to my checkout, and I can see that, it's in my cart. That's all I want. Let's just check out. Boom. I've been here before. It's got my name and information in here, which it has. It's got my email address. I'm going to proceed to PayPal. Okay, because PayPal won't let me buy from myself, I'm going to have Sophie, one of our product managers, buy it for me, which is even better. Thanks, Sophie. I can't see your password. So now Sophie's bought it for me. I'm going to use your because it's Canadian, it's going to make me pay now in Canadian. We're going to buy it. Fantastic. Brendan just made some money. So we're going to return to the merchant, and away we go. So thank you, Sophie, for buying me my shirt. Now, if we go back to our product, our website product, And if we go back to our dashboard, we can go to, the customer can go to his dashboard and go and see the incoming notification for the sale. So we'll see the different orders that have come through and even the practice orders we've done before. And once those sales clear my PayPal account, we'll actually see total sales and total orders and items right in the dashboard. But we've already got notification of those orders, and we've helped a customer conquer e-commerce. So, as you can see, Vendasta really can be your one-stop shop, not only for a robust e-commerce solution for your customers, but an end-to-end platform for you and your businesses. Keep an eye out for future webinars where we'll provide additional help and expertise to those looking to expand into e-commerce as part of their product and service offering. Thanks for watching my demo. I'm Brendan King, CEO of Vendasta, and I'll see you soon.